so let's learn how to multiply a fraction with a fraction. Now, let's do this first question here. 3/10 times 2/4, which is the same as a half. Now, the easiest thing to do is we should, this question here, sorry, we're doing this one. Oops, get my brush on. Okay, gonna do this question first. 3/10 by 2/4. Now, if you can simplify any fractions, do it. Okay, so I can see that this 2/4 here can be simplified down to a half. Okay, so that's the same as 3/10 times 1/2. Now, when you multiply fractions, unlike when you add and subtract fractions, the denominators don't have to be the same. Okay, denominators do not have to be the same. All you basically do is you multiply the numerators together, and then you multiply the denominators, and let's see how that works. So 3/10, I'm going to draw a big line across, and I'll draw the other fraction, a half here, and then I'll check the multiplications underneath. So basically all I did was I extended this line, and I'll check the multiplication sign here and here. Okay, and that's all we need to do. So it's 3 times 1 gets us a numerator. So multiply numerators together, which is 3, and 10 times 2, which is 20. Okay, so we can't simplify that fraction anymore. So that's all you have to do when you multiply fractions. You just multiply the numerators to get the numerator, and you multiply the denominators to get the denominator. Alright, let's try the second question here. 2/5 by 2/10. Now, we can simplify their fractions. So I can simplify this one, 2/10 here. So that will be the same. I'll use a different color. 2/5 times, and I know 2 is a factor in both these numbers. 2 goes into 2 and 2 goes into 10. So 2 goes into 2 once, and 2 goes into 10 5 times. So 2/10 I know is the same as 1/5. And this makes it easier. Now all I do is multiply, to get my numerator, I just multiply numerators across. So I'll extend, I'll write my mega fraction, let's call it a mega fraction, 1/5. So 2/5 times 1/5, 2 times 1 is 2, so we've got a numerator, 5 times 5 is 25, and we've got a denominator. Now that's what you have to do. Now, let's see what would happen if we didn't simplify it. Okay, I'll use a different color. Say I didn't simplify the fraction, it would just be 2/5 times 2/10, and that's 4/50, because that's 2 times 2 gets us 4, 5 times 10 gets us 50, 4/50. Now I know I can simplify that. 4 goes into, 4 is a factor in both these numbers. Sorry, 2 is a factor in both these numbers. So divide that by 2, divide that by 2. So I can simplify this fraction. So that's 4 divided by 2 is 2, 50 divided by 2 is 25. So I'll put it in this simplest form. So we see that was much easier when we just simplified the fraction before, and we got our simplest answer straight away. So if you see any fractions that can be simplified before you do any work, then just simplify it first, and that just makes your life a bit easier.